Wait, where am I going?
What the hell? Start the show. This is staying in.
Okay. This is the show about stuff that you like, and you tuned in because you like the show about stuff that you like. Also, this is also the We Are Wrestling podcast. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff about stuff you like wrestling, and we, and our.
I thought you said wheat for a second.
So, I mean, people might like wheat or weed or some kind of W.
Evidently,
But yeah. Yeah, no one likes WWE. Not even WWE likes WWE. But yeah, let's kick this off. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the We Are Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Viral Viper, aka Viper Freeze, with my co-host.
The Renegade Enigma, aka I'm not a simp.
All right, guys. The podcast is now banned, so I don't know what else to do. We just got banned.
At least I didn't call you a virgin.
Double ban.
For those that don't know, there's these new rules on Twitch. You can't say simp, virgin, and a couple other words that make no sense. I just had to.
Incel.
What does that even mean? Like, I haven't even never heard that one before.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead fucking serious. Like, yeah.
We had this conversation before.
Oh, okay. We're having it on the podcast now. So I'm putting my dumbness out there.
I'll explain off the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Anyhow, welcome, people.
Welcome.
How you doing, buddy? You always ask me how I'm doing first, so I'm asking you.
Not good.
Why?
Because I have to sit through 3 hours a week of Raw and try to tell everybody that WWE is still good and it's still wrestling. And it still makes you entertained.
Here's the thing.
And it's the exact opposite.
WWE is good. Hear me out before all of y'all be like, I'm a fucking WWE mark and whatever, right?
No, they're going to call you a WWE simp.
Yeah.
Right.
It's if you include NXT, which some people do, some people don't. In our little world, me and you, we really don't, because, it's not programmed by Vince, per se. Because Vince has full control of Raw. That's the problem. Vince is the problem. SmackDown has its issues here and there. It has more than Raw. It has its good moments. So if you only count NXT and SmackDown and NXT UK, by the way, WWE is good.
Mm-hmm.
Raw is its own like dumpster fire, shit bag, piece of shit. I can't think of it anymore. Like the obligatory bad word for it. It's a bad show.
Yes. It possibly may get worse before it gets better. But since we're talking about the bad show, let's get the bad show out of the way, because this usually drags us down and makes us sad, but we're going to get the bad show out the way.
Might as well.
Yes. And it started off horrible, and I'm going right to the criticizing. And I know people, as soon as I finish this criticizing, people are going to be like, but AEW has something like that coming up. I'm criticizing them. I criticized them already. I will criticize. They did the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas bullshit ass storytelling thing with AJ Styles, Miz, and Morrison, and it was stupid. It was fucking stupid.
It was.
AEW has one that's basically the Christmas story that they're going to do, but at least they took time out to actually film it and not put it on the show, and it's just going to be a commercial. But I digress.
Yeah, there's not going to be live, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's not. They're already taped it, and it's kind of like for a TNT thing, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
if it's
this segment was
a buy because it's for the channel, you know?
Yeah, but still, it's crap.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Just like this was complete crap. It just was. I don't even remember what happened. It was so garbage. And then Sheamus came out, and Sheamus and AJ Styles had a match. Now, I was listen. Okay, I was kind of okay with this match, but then it went way too long, and it's like, okay. Okay, just all right, wrap it up. Just kept going, and then AJ won, and he assaulted Sheamus after the match with chair shots because Sheamus wound up getting hung upside down because of almost, and AJ hit him with like 37 chair shots, and like 10 of them was to the dick. And I don't mean just like jokingly. I mean,
literally.
They were literally to the dick.
Like, if he has no kids, he's not having them now.
He does it, and AJ treated him like an incel simp virgin and beat his dick.
Goodbye, people who were canceled.
Super canceled. So after all of that horribleness was over, we come back to the ring after commercial break, and here comes Elias. But Elias is not alone. Elias has Jackson Riker.
The Road Dogg, Jackson Riker.
Just like it. And R-Truth came out. You know, R-Truth did his R-Truth thing. And then a bunch of the dumb jackwagons showed up. And Riker threw some of the jackwagons over. Someone made a comment on one of the things that happened, and I was like, you know, that just made it even worse. Because Jackson Riker beat up Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik. And if you know why Jackson Riker was taken off of TV, because of his really bad takes on things, that came across as a little racist.
Oh my God, I didn't put that together. Oh my God.
Yes. Then we had a backstage segment that I got angry at because I know the person in this got angry at too, but he did it to himself. So we have the Hurt Locker business coming in. They're all dressed in suits. And they've been doing this thing where they just pick with interns. And this one intern there's like, yo, he's like, I don't want to get involved. And they go like, what are you eating? I'm eating a bro nut. It's like that damn Matt Riddle. So Bobby Lashley pours milk on this poor guy's head. But the problem is Bob is standing too close to him, and Bob ruined his $5,000 suit. And he had to act like he was okay with it. But that's your fault, Bob. You deserve it.
He was mad as shit, too.
He was, and he deserved every bit of it. Every bit.
Was it me, or was it like a little bit too much milk in that carton? Like, it seemed like it kept going forever.
I'm going to tell you why it was way too much.
Okay.
It was way too much milk because it was a freshly opened carton of milk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a freshly opened carton of milk. That's why it was way too much on there. But yeah, that's like, that fucking happened. So after that, they'd say, hey, they're going to have a 6-man match. which they do. It's 3 of the Hurt Locker Business versus the New Day and Jeff Hardy with Matt Riddle in the corner and MVP in the other corner.
The Hardy Bros.
Yes. The match was okay. It ended with the Hurt Locker Business getting a win, but it was okay. Cedric Alexander picked up the win, and he's still as bad guy as ever. It's like, dude, what the fuck? So then we get Bray Wyatt coming out, and he's talking about, hey guys, I'm here on a field trip with my friends. And the puppets were in the front row, and he's doing all these corny jokes. And Randy Orton says, hey Bray, come find me. Blah, blah, blah. And Bray goes, okay, we're going to play hide and seek. And Bray goes off to play hide and seek. We had Nia Jax versus Lana. Lana got better. Lana pinned Nia. Then they proceeded to murder Lana out of the story. Doesn't make any sense. I'm fucking baffled because the thing is, if Lana is supposed to be she's supposed to be a star, you're beating her to make her turn into a good guy, and she's just going to win the titles with Asuka. Now she's murdered out. What's the point?
Here's the thing. I think it's gonna be one of those fake injury things. Not like the one I jokingly said, like fucking, like I had told him like they probably put a mask on her and call her Ilana or something like that. Not like that. Like she'll probably have another partner, let's say, just throwing it out there, just because he was there that night, Dana Brooke or something like that. Someone that would, in essence, get beat up quick, like halfway through the match, and Lana will come back, hobbling to the ring, and get the pin. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if they don't do that, and the report that's going around right now is that they really did write Lana off of TV because she's off of TV for a specific reason, and nobody can pinpoint what the specific reason is, but she's off of TV.
She's pregnant.
You know, it's 2020. That would not surprise me.
She's gonna have a little WWE AEW hybrid.
Wouldn't be the first one. But yeah, so that was just fucking weird. Just weird. So then we go back and Bray is going looking for Randy, and he bumps into Matt Riddle, and Matt Riddle starts talking to Bray, and Bray's confused, and he just leaves. And Matt Riddle goes up to the bunny and goes, hey, yo, I got a bunny like you at home. Hey, can you sign this carrot? What? Like, I understand that they think Matt Riddle's funny and joking and all of that, but it's like, okay, Matt, like you're like getting way too weird for me.
It's like he's way too high.
That's what they want him to be. So that happened.
I didn't like it because of that, though, right? Not to cut you off, but I had to point that out, right? I didn't like it because it was the rambling rabbit, and they didn't do the voice effect. So whoever does his voice, which I want to say is Pritchard, you clearly hear the person's voice and whatever. Like, instead of talking like this, you clearly hear him talk like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, it didn't sound right at all, and it bothered me.
Yeah, I hated that scene so much. I just was like, you know what? Fucking, I don't even care.
Like, between Matt Riddle being overly high and like the voice thing, like that probably was the worst part of the show. Unless you could point out another one.
It probably was. It probably was. Because the milk thing is up there. Like, as we're going through this, it was bad.
Yeah.
So, right after that, we had Ricochet versus Mace from Retribution. Ricochet lost again. I'm still trying to figure out what's the point in Ricochet even fucking trying to be against him when he keeps losing. Like, right now, he's lost to Ali, Slapjack, and Mace. All he has to do is lose to T-Bar, and Ricochet just might as well just join Retribution. Just go.
No, he'll fight
just go right ahead.
Before that.
Yo, if he loses a Reckoning, I'm done. I'm done. So then we go backstage, and we see Keith Lee and Miz Morrison is there, and Keith Lee, once again, out of nowhere goes, if you think you're going to run in on Drew in his championship match and cash in, you're wrong, because I'm going to protect my friend. And Morrison and Miz just go, dude, we weren't thinking that. He's like, well, you should be worried about Sheamus. I'm not worried about Sheamus. It's like, nobody's going to turn on Drew. And it's like, dude, you keep saying this, you're going to turn on Drew. You're going to be the guy that's going to fucking screw Drew over. And that's what's going to happen.
Yep, exactly.
Like it's too much red herring. Like, yo, why do you keep saying this? Like, you keep talking about people turning on Drew, and nobody's going to turn on Drew except for you.
Uh-huh.
But he winds up getting into a handicap match with Miz and Morrison and fucking losing. It's like, okay, you're either going to do something big to go after Drew, or you're just going to fucking suck. Like, and I hate that for Keith Lee, because I really like Keith Lee. This fucking sucks.
I mean, if it's a heel turn, like if the end game's a heel turn, it might be a good thing. So.
Hopefully, but like, you can't have a fucking good guy that's just a good guy. No, we're just gonna fucking make him a heel, and then he'll be a big good guy at the end. I don't know.
Because the heel turn worked wonders for fucking Roman. So.
Yeah, but they should have did that before they made him a face. Yeah. Like, it's backwards now, but still. It's like he's a good guy now.
Basically.
And then we had Dana versus Shayna for the Battle of the Ana. And of course, Shayna won. And she's beating down Dana Brooks. And Nia Jax is out there with her. So they just start beating her down together. And then here comes Mandy Rose. And then here comes Asuka. So Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana beat up the tag team champions, which leads it to be 3 people against 2. So it's weird.
They came across like they're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Then we had Matt Riddle. No. What did we had right before that? We had R-Truth meeting Huskus Pig. And he's talking to Huskus Pig, and he's talking to him, and Bray Wyatt shows up and says, hey, did you see Randy Orton? And somehow R-Truth goes, wait, no, I remember it. Bray comes up because Huskus is talking to R-Truth. Bray comes up and says, don't talk to strangers. And R-Truth goes, yeah, you should listen to your father. And Bray's like, what? And R-Truth turns to Bray and says, he is your son, right? Bray gets this look on his face like, oh shit, I found out, and he runs. I was like, oh, that is fucking hilarious.
That honestly was the best part of the show, I think. That stood out.
Yes, it was. It was definitely the best part. Then we had Matt Riddle versus MVP. Matt Riddle won. And Bob Lash fucked him up after the match, which is leading to Bob Lash and Matt Riddle eventually. And then we go to the Bray Wyatt looking for Randy Orton. He's looking, and he goes into this room, and there's a rocking chair, and he sits on the rocking chair. And as soon as he sits on the rocking chair, Randy attacks him. Randy beats the hell out of him, and he throws him in a box, and he sets the box on fire. Randy is watching it burn. And then all of a sudden, the Fiend pops out, and the Fiend starts beating down Randy. And he chokes him out. So now it's the Fiend versus Randy in an Inferno match. The fuck?
But they called it like the Firefly Funhouse Inferno match, right? It might be slightly different than what me and you used to. A lot of our listeners probably don't remember what their Inferno match is. So it might be slightly.
It was one of the greatest things that only happened somewhat.
Yeah, it's not many of them, right? Like maybe 8?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a low number.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4.
Okay. Because I think it's going to involve the box.
I hope so.
Yeah. Typically, Inferno match is there's like fire around the ring, and whoever gets burned first loses. I almost said win.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
What I think is gonna happen is they're in the box, and you have to put the person in the box and like light them up.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Then we had the Championship Ascension tournament. Ceremony.
Yeah.
It was AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre. They put up the belt, and then Drew just got beat to hell by AJ, Almost, Miz and Morrison. And that's how it was over. That's how it ended. It ended just like that. That was Monday Night Raw. I know people are saying, well, that doesn't seem so bad. Yeah, no, that was bad. It was bad. If you watch the whole show consistently, you'd be like, oh, shit, it was kind of bad. We're just giving you the cliff notes, and it still was bad.
Him explaining it sounds a lot better than what we actually visually saw. It's equivalent to like reading spoilers. Like you could read a spoiler, be like, okay, that was cool, that sucked, that was cool, that sucked. When you visually see it, the parts that you read that sucked might actually be kind of mediocrely good, and the parts that you thought were cool were not that good to begin with. When you actually see it, you know, it's one of those things.
Yes. But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. Like, I really hope that they get this shit together, because I really just am getting bored watching this show.
They have to get rid of Vince. Vinnie Mac, as it were. They have to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, that's the only thing they can do is get rid of Vince.
Yeah. That's the only way to stay Raw.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, but according to him, he's ready to shake up the show. He's ready to shake up the show because he's tired of what happened. He's fucking tired of losing and people tuning out and not watching Monday Night Raw. He's fucking tired. He's angry. And he wants to shake up Monday Night Raw.
I mean, if he really wants
the last
to
time,
shake it up, he could quit. That would shake it up for me.
Yeah. The last time he tried to shake it up was when they brought in all of those NXT people. Those 4 NXT people. Matter of fact, 5 NXT people. And everybody disappeared. Fucking disappeared.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that fucking Ciampa and them?
Ciampa and Gargano, Lacey Evans, and Lars Sullivan. Lacey Evans is the only one that's still around. If you just really fucking look for her, she's still there. But yeah, that's it.
Lars is there, unfortunately, too.
Yeah, he's been missing, and he's missing, and he's really missing. I'm not even joking. He's really missing. He's like legit gone, missing. That's how fucked up it is.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Now let's get to AEW.
Okay.
So we started off with Hangman Page and the Dark Order versus the Private Hardy Party.
The Private Hardy Party, I like that.
How did you feel about this match?
It was like okay, honestly. Like it wasn't the worst match, like 6-man I've ever seen. Like, by the way, I have to preface, like when we say Dark Order, it's Silvers and Reynolds. They're a great tag team, I think.
Yes, they're one of the many great Dark Order tag teams.
Yeah, they kind of made it seem like fucking, and I don't know, like it's probably gonna be like, as you would say, a red herring. They're making it seem like Hangman's getting comfortable with them and might actually join.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a thing. I don't like the Matt Hardy stuff. Y'all know I don't like Matt Hardy. I like him even less in this character, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just really didn't feel this, and Hangman's my dude. I really like Hangman, and I just didn't feel this match. This match was like, okay. And then when Matt Hardy stole the match from fucking the fucking Private Party guys, it's like, dude, what the, like, I know that's part of your gimmick and this is what this bad guy is supposed to be, but like, I didn't like that. I don't know why. Like, I didn't like that. And I know it's like, oh, it's designed to not make you like it. No, it's like, I really just hate it. I hate it as a human. Like, I literally, as a human, just hate it. I was like, yeah, I really fucking hate this. Didn't make no goddamn sense to me. But it happened. It happened. Not even mad at it. So, okay, I'm going to give you full disclosure on everything that happened next. And I'm going to tell you exactly how this went down while I watched AEW Dynamite. This is what happened. Now, as you know, I watched both at the same time. While this was happening, I quickly glanced at NXT. I have my headphones in with AEW on because it's on the laptop. I glance at NXT. I hear, I don't see. So I'm watching NXT. A little vignette plays. Totally miss it. Completely 100% miss it. Not even jokingly, I fucking missed this shit out
with
of
the
it.
gift and all that. You didn't see it.
Shush. We'll keep.
No.
We'll
I'm saying there's a couple vignettes on there, so
no.
I'm not going into detail. When I say gift, that one, right? Yeah. Yes or no?
So I turned back, and Cody's coming out, and his music's playing. I'm like, okay, Cody's coming out. And Brandy comes out with Arn Anderson, and she's holding her stomach. Just me being a smartass and just being a dumbass. Just go, dude, I think Brandy's pregnant. And he's like, oh, really? And Tony goes, congratulations to Cody and Brandy. Wait, what? She's actually pregnant? Yeah. Because of that little vignette, the gift that he was talking about was the fact that Cody and Brandy are going to have a baby.
Because the whole thing,
I totally missed it.
Like, they're in the house and they hear a knock at the door or something like that. I'm assuming it was supposed to play off like Santa or something like that. They see a box, a little tiny box. They pick up the box, go to the couch where Pharaoh's at, and you don't really see Pharaoh clearly. They open the box and it has like a tag on it. It says something to the effect like we're expecting or something like that. Maybe not those words exactly, but they're having a baby, whatever. And then they pan the pharaoh and like it's baby security, future baby security.
That was like, it was cute. I totally missed it. Fucking missed it. I'm sorry. But like when she was when she grabbed her stomach, it just me jokingly just goes, Brandy's pregnant.
Not to mention how emotional he was in the ring too.
Yeah, he was. Like, congratulations to Cody and Brandy. I'm glad you two are having a baby. I'm glad it's all working out, and the Rhodes name carries on for a fourth generation. Wait, never mind. I just said that so wrong, but there's like Dakota and Dustin's other daughter.
No, but you're technically right, because Dakota, nor the other daughter is in the wrestling business. So hopefully this baby winds up in the wrestling business. So technically.
Yeah, but also when they get married, the Rhodes name just disappears because they're girls and like they usually drop their last name to their husbands. So
yeah,
if like I really hope he has a boy. Like I really hope he has a boy.
At the same time, though,
like the carry on that name.
Like I'm gonna throw out a random name here because it's the first person popped in my head. No, I don't want her in no company, AEW, WWE, anywhere, because she'll go there, she'll ruin it. Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard's about to get married, whatever. I think to Daga, right? So she'll have his last name legally. But you don't think any company's gonna capitalize on that name?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. If you go by wrestling standards, she's marrying Daga.
Huh?
He has one name, so she can't be Tessa Daga. So there's no last name to Daga, so she gets to keep her last name. That's her technicality.
But you get what I mean. Like, for example.
No, I get what you mean.
Damn it. I was going to go with somebody else she dated, but that person had one name.
Exactly. See, that was her way out of it. That's her way out of it.
Hypothetically speaking, say Tessa Blanchard dated and married Rey Mysterio. Legally, like in the wrestling world, because that's not his real name anyway, legally, her name would be Tessa Mysterio, correct?
Yes.
But do you think they'll really use that shit?
It depends on who has the bigger last name, Blanchard or Mysterio. That's the problem.
I actually think Blanchard does in this case.
That it would, because it's American and it has a longer name than Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. As for Rhodes, yeah, it's the fucking dream, you know?
Well, yeah, he's the nightmare and his dad was the dream, so yeah, it is the dream.
So, yeah, man, like, if this baby, regardless if it's a boy or girl, and comes in the wrestling business, he or she's going to be a Rhodes. They're not changing. Because, sometimes they change people's names. Fucking Michael McGillicuddy comes to mind.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. When this baby comes along, I want it to be where the baby is actually able to capitalize on their grandfather and their father's work. Meaning, wherever this baby is born and he comes into a wrestling business, it's a solidarity singularity where they can talk about everything that ever happened to the Rose family.
Yes. The uncle, the father, grandfather, hell, like...
But no, there was no grandfather. He was the plumber.
No, but Dusty Rhodes would be the grandfather.
Oh, yeah. He's the grandfather.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Cody's grandfather.
No. Cody's the father right now, so Dusty would be
got it.
the grandfather. Dustin, so that's Goldust, because you probably would have to put that history in it, regardless of where he or she goes to. I'm like, it's gonna be a girl for some odd reason.
Yeah, like everybody has had girls and there's been girls, and Cody could be the first person in the 2020 era of babies to change everything and have a boy. He will he can break the mold.
Well, they're the Bella Boys. Remember that.
Okay, besides the Bella Boys, he can break the mold of the new era of wrestlers and have a boy.
Yeah.
Have a new boy Rhodes.
But if it's a girl, I'm shooting for Dustina. That's the name.
Okay. Dustina.
Hashtag Dustina Rhodes. Send it to Cody and Brandy.
Please don't send it to them. They're like, what is this? Yeah, back to the show. Cody wrestled Angelico. And this match was okay. It's not the best of both people. I mean, it could have been better, but I'm not going to shit on the match because Cody was still emotional. And Angelico was just there doing his flippy, divey wrestling. It was like, okay, cool.
Here's the thing.
I felt like it could have been better.
They kind of pushed him in this particular match, right? And I think they said something to the effect he was trained by Dean Malenko and whatever. So he's like not Dean Malenko, but they kind of compared him to Dean Malenko. So he's like a submission specialist, which I have not seen until this match. So like,
bro,
huh?
Listen, my memories of Angelico is him jumping off of something in the fucking Lucha Underground station. Like, I'm not really privy to him being a ground wrestler. You jumped off of something that's the memory that sticks out in my mind. You damn near killing yourself in the Lucha Underground pyramid. Like, that's what sticks out to me.
Yeah.
This is why it didn't. I guess it. But he's a cool dude. Like I said, this match was just there. It was just there.
It kind of hit me different with him though, because he was showing off something different. You know, it wasn't a stereotypical Angelico match. You know.
Okay.
Because you're used to Angelico. Like, I don't know him that much. And had it been Jack Evans, and Jack Evans was doing fucking crazy submissions and whatever. Shit.
And then we had the aftermath. Cody gets the win, and Taz comes out, and Taz calls him out and says, "Hey, congratulations on being a father." And it made me realize that they're in a storyline, and also Cody said something about Taz's son,
Hook.
And yeah, and they both traded little jabs back and forth. Well, they came out and they were gonna kick his ass, and then all of a sudden, here comes Sting. Yeah, it's Sting.
It's a gimmick.
And then Darby is up in the rafters as usual. Who couldn't help if they were really getting their ass beat. He couldn't help because he's way too far.
By the time he got there, it would be long gone.
Right? So Sting is looking at Team Taz. Team Taz is looking at Sting. Big Will Hobbs wants to go after him. And Taz goes, no. Wait till later. And Sting just turns around and leaves. They leave.
He winked at Cody, I think. He winked at somebody. I don't know if it was Cody or Darby, but he winked at somebody.
Whoever he winked at, it didn't even matter. It was like you literally just walked out there to walk back. It was like, oh, okay, whatever.
And not for nothing, but that's what I've been saying for the past couple weeks of him coming out or whatever. For God's sake, Jake the Snake Roberts got beat up, and he's older than Sting. Jake Roberts has no business being out there getting beat up, taking bumps. Nor does Arn Anderson. He also kind of did a little something. Sting just comes out and looks at people. Like, hey, I'm here. Woo! Okay. Mind you, I'm a Sting fan. I love Sting. But do more with him. You know, hit somebody with a bat. The very least, hit somebody with a bat. You don't have to wrestle. I do not want you to wrestle, in fact. and hit somebody with a bat.
They will do something eventually.
Like if he would have cracked Taz with a bat, like because Taz is up there in age too. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I feel like he's getting. But I feel like Sting is getting this gap. Like he's gonna get treated equally to the way he got treated in WWE. Like, he's gonna be like used minimally.
Probably. So then we had the Inner Circle versus what are their names? The Varsity Blondes.
Friends.
And the best friends, the Varsity Blondes. And what are the two guys' names? The tag team? Top Flight. Top Flight. That's it. Top Flight. So they had a match in MJF won, and Top Flight wound up beefing with MJF and Chris Jericho to set up Top Flight versus Jericho and MJF next week.
I'm okay with it because I kind of like Top Flight.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a beef with it. So then we had Eddie Kingston come out and he calls out Pac, but he gets Lance Archer. And then here comes Butcher and Blade, and then here comes Phoenix, Pentagon, and Pac to help Lance Archer. And it was like the Death Square with Squaring de la Muerte.
Might as well.
And it all makes sense because Archer always says everybody dies. So it makes sense. See?
Like it makes sense, but it doesn't sound good. So.
It doesn't at all. Then we had a women's match, which was Ivelisse and Diamante versus Serena Deebs and Big Swole. Who won this match? Because I blinked and it was over.
Serena Deeb and Big Swole.
Okay.
Mind you, Serena Deeb is still the NWA Women's Champion, so they still have some type of great partnership too.
Yes. And speaking of that, Thunder Rosa was backstage, and when I saw her, the first thing I was like, wait, when did Darby get long black hair?
Oh.
Because they have a similar face paint.
Yeah, they have.
And he was standing there, and she was doing her interview, and she was talking about Britt Baker, and Reba came up and said something, and then Britt Baker attacked her, and she poured water on her face and wiped off her makeup and said, he's like, oh my God, I hope the camera isn't broke because she's so ugly. I was like, okay. Good. I mean, it's dumb jokes, but it's like, whatever. Like, she could have said something else, but it was like dumb.
And I got mad. I was like, yo, chill.
Like, yeah, like it was.
Thunder Rosa is like pretty as shit to me. So, like, not that Brett.
Yeah, she is.
And not that Rebel. That like, all three women in that shit is pretty as shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what made me just go like, what the fuck? Like, there was no reason for you to do that. Like, it's just like, just talking shit about women, and it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had SCU versus The Acclaim. The Acclaim came out rapping, dissing Frankie Kazarian, and talking shit about the Young Bucks.
They talk shit about Christopher Daniels too.
No, I said they were SCU. They talk shit about them.
Oh, I thought you just said Frankie Kazarian. Okay.
No. And the coolest thing was they had a Bluetooth speaker. And Tony Schiavone, still in his old school, God bless him, goes, he has a boombox. Dude, that is a Bluetooth speaker. That is not get with the times. And Frankie Kazarian dissed the Acclaim, and he basically called them a knockoff men on a mission. I was like, okay. I was like, now the controversy going around is Frankie Kazarian rap better than both of the Acclaim.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Like I see now, like, whoa, fuck.
And the Acclaim picked up the win on SCU after they used the Bluetooth speaker to hit Christopher Daniels and get the win. And after the match, they start freestyling against the Young Bucks, and they basically call out the Young Bucks and say they're going to whoop their ass and take their titles. And I'm like, okay. I was not feeling the Acclaim. Like, they didn't even do anything in the match that literally stood out to me. It was like, yo, they're really good.
They kind of stole something from, like, rapper John Cena. You know when John Cena would say something like, I don't give a fuck, but he would censor himself and then go to the fans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, the rapper one actually did that shit.
Yeah, like, them in the ring and on the mic is, like, subpar, so I'm like, it is what it is. We'll see what the Young Bucks can do with them if they feel generous and feel like making them look like stars.
Honestly, I hope the Acclaim beat them. Not that I like the Acclaim. I hate them. They suck.
Okay, so why do you want them to beat the Young Bucks?
So Top Flight could beat them. Because I like Top Flight.
No, I think if the Top Flight do get the tag titles, they're going to beat the Young Bucks.
They already had a match. That's why I said that.
No, I feel like they're gonna earn their respect to the point where they're gonna come back and the Young Bucks have to fight them and they're gonna beat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like mine's a long route, so.
Yeah, like I feel like they're gonna have to prove themselves to the Young Bucks, till it gets to the point where like the Young Bucks are like, okay, you guys have like totally beat ass and became like this great tag team. We're gonna put the titles up against you, and they're gonna beat the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
So then we go to the main event. Joey Janela comes out with Sonny Kiss, and they get in the ring, and somehow I missed this part where they go, "This is a no disqualification match," and it's like, oh, okay. And then here comes the Dancing Girls from 1980, and here comes Kenny Omega. Here's like, I'm not even gonna lie, because people who've listened to this podcast for a long time have heard me say this and have this huge criticizing. I'm glad that Kenny Omega finally has some new tights. How about it?
Yeah.
He has new tights for the last couple of weeks. I'm totally with it. My stance on him doesn't change, but I'm totally with the new tights.
Yeah. I'll say this, right? Carmella still has a better entrance.
Yes, she does.
She is dead.
And then, yes, Don Callis is talking, and they cut him off on headset, so he grabs a regular mic, and he walks around and starts talking throughout the match on that live mic. Then he gives Kenny a mic. Kenny's in there wrestling Joey Janela on the live mic, beating the hell out of him. So Janela turns it around for a second, and then Kenny winds up beating him.
You missed the best part, though.
So, Don... Huh?
You missed the best part. Don Callis fucking was telling Tony Schiavone, like, get out the chair, you rookie. And like Tony Schiavone was like, hell no, kiss my ass.
Oh shit.
Then after he left, Tony Schiavone was like, I'm sorry I had to say that. In my mind, I'm like, you didn't have to say sorry for that shit. You good.
Well, that is now a new meme on the internet now. The Tony Schiavone kiss my ass. Yeah. So Kenny won, and then after the match, Don and Kenny are talking about all the stuff that they've been doing, and here comes Pac and Phoenix and Pentagon. And everybody's thinking Pac is going to challenge him next, but Pac goes, "No, you never beat Phoenix." So Phoenix is getting the match. And Don Callis is like, "You're not a booker. You can't make the match. You can't do that." And Pac goes, "No, you're right. But Tony Khan can." And I asked Tony Khan before I come out here, and he said, "Yes, I can have the match." And the match is now set. World title, Kenny versus Phoenix.
If I'm not mistaken, the reason this Janela match happened and the reason the Phoenix match happened is because those two people he was supposed to face in the tournament, and like they both were out.
Mm-hmm.
In their part, which were Penta and Sunny Kiss.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened.
So that's why
that is
they're
exactly
getting their shit off now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's 100% what happened. But yeah, that was AEW.
Quick thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, I didn't watch the whole show. I caught the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Impact Wrestling, because it has to do with this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
They reunited the Bullet Club, and they legit said the Bullet Club. So, Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion on Impact Wrestling, along with the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, I almost called them the Club, the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Chris, and Luke Gallows is back, are going to team up against Impact World Champion Rich Swann, and I want to say it's the Motor City Machine Guns?
Motor City Machine Gun.
Yes.
Yes.
So
that's exactly what's happening.
Something to look forward to. You old school Bullet Club fans, because Bullet Club is still a thing right now, for those that don't know.
Listen, Kenny's gonna beat Rich Swann eventually. That's a thing. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
he's
giving.
Still AAA champion too, right?
Yep, he's still AAA champion. But yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was AEW. So let's start with NXT.
All right.
Listen, it started off with a tag match with Kushida and Leon Ruff against The Way, Johnny and Candice.
Wait, no. Johnny and Theory.
Oh, Johnny in Theory. Jesus, I put the wrong person in there. My bad.
It's understandable though, because The Way, which if you didn't listen to last week's episode, which is their new crew, they're actually The Way now. Like it has a little nameplate and all that. Like they come into Johnny's music, but they have everything that says The Way. It's Johnny, Candice, Austin Theory, and Indy Blackheart. I always forget her last name.
Hartwell. Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in this match, it was the two guys versus Kushida and Leon Ruff.
Yes. But yeah, that happened. And well, I really thought that Kushida was gonna get the win. And it was like, okay, Kushida's gonna get the win. But Kushida did not get the win because Johnny and The other person got the win. Theory.
Theory, yeah. Theory like had the awesome ass finish move. Like I can't even describe that shit.
Yeah, it was. It actually fucked me up because I was like, "What the fuck did you just do?" Like I legit have no idea what he did, but it was what the fuck did you just do?
And that happened like
That's what happened
3 times within this show.
Mm-hmm.
But with different matches. But yeah, it would have made like you're right. It would have made sense if it was Kushida, but it's not gonna be Kushida.
Yeah, and I don't know where they're going with this. I hope they're going to give Kushida versus Johnny Gargano, and that makes sense. But if they don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna get angry because I really think that would be the better match on TV and just or at the pay-per-view, wherever the fuck they put it at. It'll be a good match. I just want to see that match happen.
Yeah.
That's just me. But yeah, that happened. But I don't know. I'm not liking the way as much as I thought I would.
It's their first inning, so I'm gonna give them time. I don't like him either, but I'm gonna give them some time.
Okay.
Like first things first, they need their own like group music.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Then we had once again Tommaso Ciampa versus Russ Tyler. Now, every time Ciampa wrestles, he just gets better and better. But the thing is, Russ Tyler is really good too. This match up until this point, I was like, this is the match of the night. I was like, this is the match of the night. This was the best match on both shows. I'm like, all right, this is the match of the night. Like they went out there and they bust their ass, and this is like a really cool match. And Ciampa did something in the beginning of the match. He sat down in the chair, waited for Thatcher, but Thatcher showed up eventually, and then they kicked him out. But this match was really good.
Yeah, like I like the new guy, like Russ, like he really impressed me. I liked it.
Yes. And then after the match, Malcolm Bivens came out and fist bumped Tyler Rush and said, "Hey, I think it's time to talk." So now he's going to be with him.
He's been pursuing him.
That's the thing. Mm-hmm. We got the grizzled young vets talking about stuff. They're going to kick some tag team ass. And it was basically them saying how badass they are. Then we got what I called the match of the night. Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne. The winner takes on Finn Balor. This match was all kinds of good. I loved it. The only complaint about this match is commercials. I fucking hate commercials.
But
they ruined it.
Restaurant quality picture-in-picture.
They had one. The other two were just regular commercial breaks. They had 3 commercial breaks during this match where they was like, yo, why? Dude, I was just so angry. But Kyle O'Reilly won, and Kyle O'Reilly's going to be facing Finn Balor at the New Year's Evil show.
Yeah.
Then we
The
had...
second one's going to be even better than the first, I think.
Oh, hell yeah. We had Xia Li beat down Boa. And this one was bad because she just kept punching him and beating him with sticks and kicking him.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, like there was a little like cut here. Like he's gonna continue with NXT. You was talking about the Xylee and Boa thing.
Yes, Xylee and Boa. Xylee beat the living hell out of Boa. She beat the hell out of him, and blood was coming out of his face, his nose, his eyes, his ears. She just was beating him because they were telling her to beat him. And she gave him this deadly kick, and it looked like he died. I hate this. I fucking hate it. Like, I fucking hate it. I want this to be done because I want them to just reveal Karen Kwan and move on.
Yeah.
I want it to be done. This is so stupid. It's so long and drawn out.
Like, hopefully at the end of it, like, they become somebody. Cause let's face it, fucking Xylee was a jobber. Oh, we never seen him on television. So, say he was a fucking jobber, you know? So hopefully this makes him into somebody. They're going to be badasses at the end of this.
Yes.
Maybe like the quilt.
Then we had
they got a Phantasma type of thing, you know?
I hope so. We had Toni Storm talk about how she's going to beat up Rhea Ripley later on. And then we had Shotzi Blackheart say she's going to get revenge on Candice, but first she's going to beat up on her little friend. And then she had a match. Okay.
I had to do it.
She had a match with Indy Hartwell, and she beat Indy Hartwell very easily. Very easily. Because Indy Hartwell dumbly took the trophy and hit her right in front of the referee. Also, she broke the trophy. Basically, that was it. You got disqualified. Shotzi won. That's not the way. That's not the way.
You made it funny. What the fuck?
Then we had Swerve with red and purple and a red eyebrow and a grill in his teeth. I don't know what kind of bad guy he's becoming, but he wants to fight Jake Atlas again. And he said the result is going to be different. It's like, dude, like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're being such a bad guy, but whatever. We'll see what happens. Then we get the end is near. Killer Cross fights. I forgot what dude's name is. I want to say it's Denzel Dejournette. It didn't even matter because it was like a minute and dude died. So yeah, that's a thing.
That was his former name. They changed it because I pointed it out to you. I can't remember his name right now, but that is who he fought.
Yeah, and he died in a minute, so it was like, oh okay.
Yeah. Like,
and he called out Damien
Denzel or something like that. It's something similar to like the what you call it? Damn it! The fucking tag team name escapes me right now. The Rascals. The one Rascal, like it's similar to his name. The first name.
Desmond,
yeah.
Desmond, right?
Desmond, yes. Like I swear they called him Desmond something. Like it was a different last name. Desmond Washington or something. You know. Not that exactly.
I thought it was something with 2 D's.
No, I heard Desmond.
No. Well, whatever his name is, he lost to Cross, and Cross beat him, just murdered him in under a minute. And then after the match, he said that he wants Punishment Martinez. He said, Punishment Martinez, I'm coming for you. And that happened. Then we had the best interview on both shows. Both shows. Matter of fact, the best interview of the week. Screw it, I'm calling it. We had my guys, Everrise. They showed up, and Mackenzie Mitchell was standing there, and he just loudly just yelled random stuff about how cool they were. And it was so funny because this is the first time a backstage WWE person literally had some real personality. And she was like, what are you talking about? She's literally just like, what are you talking about? We're a great tag team. You haven't done anything. What are you talking? Why are you guys yelling? She was so fun. It was hilarious.
It was.
And then at the end, they just yelled, Everrise rules! And she just looked like, oh, I just want to strangle you. And she was so flustered. She was like, you know what? Back to you guys. She was so flustered. It was so funny. It was the best thing. I loved it.
She couldn't think
I loved it. Yes, it was so awesome. And then we had the main event, Toni Storm versus Rhea Ripley. Okay, so I'm not gonna just gush all over Toni Storm like I always do, but yo, every time she wrestles, she is just like, I don't know why. I just look at her and go, you are a great wrestler. Like every time it's like she ups her game in some kind of way, in like her facial expressions, her movements, and like every time she just like evolves into like this better wrestler of a version of a better wrestler that you already was. And it's just like you just keep evolving into greatness, and it's like Tony's just like amazing. And then she's standing across from Rhea Ripley, who is, you don't even need to say anything. She's Rhea Ripley. Like Rhea Ripley has evolved into this point, and it's like this match is just all types of good because they both came together and they both made each other look extremely well, and it was just like greatness. And it was like, okay, this match was awesome.
Yeah.
Only problem I had with this match was the ending. If Raquel Gonzalez didn't get into this match and cost Rhea the match, it would have been perfect. It would have been fucking perfect, but she got in the match. She costed the match. The setup, Rhea versus Raquel. And hopefully Tony versus Io. But yeah, that was great.
That's where it starts kind of a dilemma, though. Because
what?
You could have Ripley versus Raquel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Io versus Tony. But remember, during War Games, Raquel legitimately pinned Io. So it could wind up being Raquel versus Io and leave the other two girls off the show. Because other than like Io and Tony and Raquel and Ripley and Tony have nothing else to do.
Or you can do it this way, and you can have Tony versus Io, and then have Raquel go after Io afterwards.
Okay.
Because you can also do it with Raquel versus Io, but we all know the outcome because she hasn't faced Rhea yet. So Rhea's going to be pissed, and Rhea's going to cost her the match, which is going to make her lose the match. Now she wants to face Rhea, and that's just going to be another match.
Yeah.
That also would lead to Tony and Io down the line, but I know that would be bigger on a pay-per-view, but still, it's a huge match. Like, if you put Tony and Io at fucking New Year's Eve, it'll be a big match. Like, people will literally tune in just to see that match.
I know I will. Shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Exactly.
And to my knowledge, they never faced each other. Like other than the
No,
board games, but in a 1-on-1 match.
no, they faced each other before.
They have? Oh, okay.
Outside of WWE.
Oh, okay. That's what I said to my knowledge, because my knowledge
Yeah.
outside of WWE and American wrestling, like my wrestling knowledge is really like slim.
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna lie. I think my very first match I saw a Tony was against EO in Stardom. I think it was like the very first time I ever seen them two fight, and it was fucking awesome.
Cool.
That was like where I fell in love with Tony, and I fell in love with EO. Eventually, it was like, but like as soon as I saw Tony wrestle, and they said the magic words, which makes me fall in love with a wrestler that has like skills. She's only 20. What? She's so young. How is she so good? That's the first thing that makes me fall in love with you. Like, you're so young and you're so good. I can't wait to see what you're going to evolve into. Just like Aaliyah James. Fucking in love with her. She's 24, only had about 40 matches. Fucking, she's already signed to WWE. She's already signed. So, yeah. Like,
And then lower level, Anna Jay. She signed to AEW and whatever. And she's already like a prominent group. She beat up Brandy. Like, she had a new nickname. She's the fucking Queen Slayer and all that. So, she had a match against Cheetah and lost, but like she's gonna have another match, I think. So she's good.
Mm-hmm. She is. She does wrestle on Dark, but like,
Yeah. But she's only been wrestling for like 3 years, I'm not mistaken. About?
No, I think she's actually been wrestling less. I think she's been wrestling a year.
A year? Okay.
Yeah, I think she's been wrestling a very little bit of time.
And that goes to show you, like, look where she's at. You know what I mean? Like, I love anybody like to do it so quick like that.
Just when you make me feel something and you're like so young into your not only training but your young period, it's just like I'm gonna follow you because I know that I'm gonna watch your whole career from here on to wherever you go. That's why I'm excited. Like, you have a long career ahead of you, and I'm here on the ground floor. That makes me happy. It's just like, yeah, I'm excited.
It's gonna sound weird, but it's kind of like the equivalent to watching your children grow. Because a lot of people who are stars now, and I'm not gonna say no names. You can say them if you want, but yeah, a lot of top names we watched when they were rookies and flourishing as the big stars they are now. Like one in particular,
babies.
Like one in particular, when he was a fucking baby. All I tell you, so you can know what I'm talking about. Wild Side.
Yeah, yeah, fucking babies.
Yeah,
fucking babies.
I'm not trying to reveal our age like that, but it's a good thing to see the progression of these people.
Yeah. Like all of your top guys in AEW, yeah, watch them too.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not even a long time because people are like, dude, this only been like about 6 years, dude. Like, you're not really saying nothing. No. You've known of the Young Bucks for about 6 years. We known them when they were Generation Me. Like, we've known them when they was Max and Jeremy. We know Max and Jeremy.
Wait.
We knew them.
You got to say their whole name. Max and Jeremy Buck. Yes, legit. That was their name. Max Buck.
Yes.
Jeremy Buck. The Young Bucks.
And I know you people are like, no, you just saw that on Impact. No, we saw them when they existed as humans. Like, because a lot of you wasn't watching Impact. So we were on the ground floor of a lot of things. You weren't watching Impact. You were just like watching WWE or like trying to learn around the world. You didn't watch Impact.
Because we knew about the Bucks before they got there, and we were excited that they got signed there.
Yes. And please don't say anything about Kenny Omega because he wrestled a child, and we watched it and enjoyed it way more than we should. We really enjoyed it.
Don't forget the
I
ball,
feel
bro.
horrible for saying it out loud. And the doll. Yeah, I sound bad for saying I enjoyed him beating up a child, but I fucking enjoyed it.
No. Here's the thing: the child beat him up. The child beat him up.
He punched her once, and I enjoyed it. I'm not with child abuse. I'm just with Kenny abusing child. Okay, so that's the thing. All right.
And about the doll, right? It was the most hilarious thing. Because I'm gonna tell the story. I had told you about it, even though your wrestling knowledge is way bigger than mine. So you already know about this before I even told you. So like, dude, like it happened so quick, I didn't know what the fuck it was, right? Dude, somebody pulled off the Zangief move, which is like a twisting air power driver thing. Like you catch him in the air and do a twisting power driver. For those of you that don't play video games that don't know what Street Fighter is in Zangief. So like, dude did that. That dude being Kenny Omega. And I'm trying to think like, how the fuck did he do that? Like how he threw that person in the air so fucking high and caught him? You tell me it was a doll. So I find a longer clip and like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I was fucked up for a while about that shit. Like, you remember, I even told you, I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck was that? I think that was like my first introduction to Kenny Omega.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But it was great. But yeah, we knew everybody for a long time.
Yeah.
So, speaking of knowing everybody for a long time, a show that we knew for a long time, Smackdown.
Smackdown.
So, yeah, Smackdown. This I have a lot of things to say, and this is rare because we've been literally criticizing SmackDown for the last 3 weeks, and I just it just okay. Like we're just gonna get into it and break it down. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be the good show. It was not the good show.
Here's the thing. Like I want to bring up your analysis from what you said earlier to me, like off the podcast and whatever. While it wasn't a good show, right? It felt like the good show. You care to tell them like your analysis of why? Like it felt bright and cheery and all that.
Yes, because like SmackDown is blue and it's a lot of lighter, like brighter colors for people, and it's like it made me feel like, oh, this show is kind of cool, even though like a lot of things that happen in this show just wasn't cool to me. It wasn't cool to me. Like I don't know why it didn't come across as. We'll get into it, but I feel like somehow something just it ain't work. It didn't work.
Here's my take on it, right?
So
it was better than Raw, right? But
everything's better than Raw nowadays. Yeah.
But it kind of fell through for something that's supposed to be like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's supposed to be the go home show, right?
Yes.
I really didn't get that vibe, so that's why it kind of fell off for me. That's probably what was off for you.
It was a lot more than that, and I'm gonna get into it as we break down the show. So we start off the show with Kevin Owens, and he's coming out, and he's talking about Roman Reigns and how much he's going to kick his ass, and he wants Roman to come out, and Paul pops up on the screen, and Paul says, listen, he doesn't answer to you. He doesn't have to do what you say. So Kevin Owens goes, you know what? I'm coming back there to you. Kevin Owens comes back there. He gets back there, and there's literally a TV right there next to Roman Reigns' room. And on the TV screen, you see Roman's entrance. Kevin doesn't see it because Kevin is looking at the door. He tries the door. All of a sudden, he hears the music, and he's like, what? Roman, instead of being back there, Roman comes out, and Roman cuts a promo and telling Kevin's wife and kids, listen, you need to keep him home. I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to hurt him. So Kevin is like, no, I'm going out there. Kevin goes out there and gets beat up by Jay and Roman. And everybody has to help Kevin up because they beat him down so bad. Kevin is so messed up. Then we get to the back and Roman tells Jay Uso, yo, I want him to stay down. Because Kevin kept getting up. So he told Jay he wanted him to stay down. Man. Then we had a tag team title match. It was the Street Profits versus Ziggler and Rude. This match was good. The ending, words. I don't know. And not even good, not words. It's just the bad, not words. Because they're supposed to be in this feud. And Bobby Roode goes for the pin on Montez Ford after they beat him up throughout the whole match. He pulls the title on Ford, tried to get the pin. Ford reverses it, pins Roode, but he grabs the tights. It was like, okay. So now you just extended this feud that's been going on for like at least 3 months. And now we're going to have another match?
That's what I thought.
Like,
they're going to continue this shit.
Yeah. And after the match, Rude and Ziggler started arguing with Charles Robinson, and he said, keep it up, I'm going to suspend you. I don't know why they did that, but they did that.
Like, at one point, you said he was going to get super kicked, but they didn't even go with that. They should have, though.
Yeah, they should have did something. But then after that, Kevin Owens is walking in the back, and he gets attacked by Jey Uso. And Jay just beats the living crap out of him, like just totally just destroys him. So like they're telling them, we gotta get Kevin to the doctors. You know they mean the medical back there. It's like, okay, well that happened. Then we had Liv and Ruby versus Billie Kay and her partner Tamina. It was funny, but I see exactly where this is going. And if they do it right, this will be perfect. This will be perfect. Okay. If you notice, Ruby and Liv has fought Billie Kay and Natty last week. Now this week she's fighting her and Tamina. If they do it right and they keep the tag titles on Shayna and Nia, Ruby and Liv can take the titles off of them. And then Billie Kay and her new partner, whoever that will be, I don't know right now, I haven't speculated, can take the titles off of the Riot Squad. That would be good. That would be awesome.
I actually heard something, and mind you, I'm just telling you what I heard. I don't believe it whatsoever, right? And this whole Asuka thing, right? Asuka won't even be in the match either. She's basically going to forfeit it, right? And give it to the Riot Squad, and then the Riot Squad are going to beat them.
Okay. Here's the thing, right? There's no setup. Then, like, if they do that, they will literally what everybody has been saying about WWE for the last year. WWE has no structure and no storyline. It literally will be just thrown together. And it's like, why? Like, there's no crossover between Asuka, Liv, and Ruby. Like, none of that crosses over. It's just like, people do not think. Like, people, like, if WWE does that, it's just like these people that just don't think and consider storyline. Everybody cries and praises AEW because they have story. If you want the same continuity and story in WWE, this stupid, antiquated, out of line thinking is what makes WWE not as good as AEW. And the people who are fans of WWE think out of the box, just like WWE has programmed them for years, which is why it is becoming more and more of a problem. This is not the way to do wrestling. You want to do wrestling, stories fucking sell. This is not it. Bullshit like this is not it.
Do you think there's a possibility of that happening? I personally don't believe it. I'm just like saying.
Like I said, if WWE does it, you can mark my words. The next time we do this podcast in WWE, if WWE does that, I will make it my fucking mission for not only the rest of my existence on a podcast, but the rest of my existence on social media and anything, to bury WWE at every chance. I will not raise up AEW. I will bury WWE and I will put them down because their shit has gone too far. And it's not like, oh my God, I hate the Riot Squad. I just literally 5 seconds ago said the Riot Squad should be champions. But I gave you a concise, constructive story with pieces that go together, that makes the Riot Squad thing work. Not only have Liv and Ruby had beef with Shayna and Nia, perfectly fine, they do. But you do not connect them with Asuka, who has nothing to do with them on a whole nother show and has never interacted with Ruby and Liv. Makes no sense.
There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things.
And just that thinking is the wrong way to do things. Just we're going to move on. So here comes Carmella, and she's having a pre-celebration of her title win against Sasha Banks. And it's like, okay. She comes out and she talks like, I'm going to be very graphic and dirty because I feel like I've earned the right to say some misogynistic things out of context on this podcast sometimes. Like, Carmella is a very attractive woman. She was dressed very attractive. I don't know what the point in this is. I don't understand her character. I don't get it. What is she? Like, what is her character? Like, what is her new basis? Like, what is she dressed like? I can't put my finger on it. Like, she's an attractive woman physically. Beyond that, like, there's questions. But she's an attractive woman physically. And they're using it as her new thing. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know what it is.
Like,
but she's out there.
The gimmick, to me, comes across as, that's a bad thing you could, like, say. Like, the nicest thing I could say is gold digger. That type of thing, like high class or whatever. Like, they'll use a guy for their money and whatever. That's what it looks like to me. Mind you, I'm not calling her that. It's the gimmick. You know, that's what it feels like to me. Like, kind of trashy, you know?
Yes. You know, she's out there. She's testing out alcohol, and she's talking about how Sasha is not mentally on her level, and she's done so much in whatever. And, well, that brings out Sasha. And Sasha comes out and Sasha attacks her. Now, with this episode of the attack, I have angrily put something together and I am very viscerally disturbed by what I'm seeing. And it's making me just fucking almost vomit. Like, it is just so destructively wrong. You have Sasha Banks. You have Mercedes Renato. She is right there. You show her off. You show her off like a trophy. You literally tell her, get dressed up in your greatest looking outfits. Here's Sasha, 2 minutes. But she didn't, she was only here for 2 minutes. What happened? 2 minutes? You're presenting her, here, look, see, we have her. 2 minutes. Take her back. Here, look, take her back. Not only are you presenting her for 2 minutes, like she has not. She had a wrestling match last week and it was only for 5 minutes. You are presenting a fucking star. And I'm not just talking about in ring. I'm talking about an actual fucking star. You won't even mention she was on the fucking Mandalorian. She was in a scene with the greatest, I'm not exaggerating, the greatest character ever created in existence, Luke Skywalker. She was in the same scene with Mark Hamill, the Luke Skywalker. No one in WWE has fixed their mouths to say she was in The Mandalorian. And if you did, she would only be on screen for 2 minutes. 2 whole minutes. You have a superstar. 2 minutes on screen. There is no reason for you to do this. She deserves better.
Yep.
No fucking reason. No reason. And I didn't even get into her in-ring, which is spectacular, and she hasn't even been able to show that off. You literally have gold and platinum and diamonds right at your fingertips, and you are failing to cash in on it. It is a fucking travesty, and I see the cracks in the wall of WWE.
No, you're 100% right. She's one of their best talents, men and women included, and they're basically shit on her.
Yes.
Had Roman Reigns did Mandalorian or whatever, right? They would promote that like a motherfucker.
Exactly. And I'm not going to say that when her contract is up, she should go to AEW, because from everything that I've heard today and recently, it doesn't matter what her contract is going to be in the next year or something. She's not going to be around. She's going to take that step and go to the movies. And everybody's going to miss her. Everybody's going to miss her. Like, you talk about The Rock, John Cena, all of them. She's going to be on that level. She's legit. She's almost there. Like, everybody, when the last episode of The Mandalorian came out, her name was mentioned same breath as Mark Hamill. You're telling me that she will not be a star? The Star Wars fans have taken to her like one of their own. And once you become one of theirs, it's over, dude.
That is the way.
She's in another stratosphere. She's gone. Like, if WWE doesn't figure out how to capitalize on who and what she has, when she leaves, you will miss her. that hole that John Cena left, that hole that The Rock left, she is bigger than Becky Lynch. And there's no way you can say, no, yeah, she's bigger than Becky Lynch.
Dare I say she's bigger than Charlotte?
Yes. The show debuted at 3 o'clock in the morning. Her name was number 2. Fucking 24 hours later, it's in the top 5 of names mentioned all day. She's not your normal person anymore. You need to put some respect on her name. Let her wrestle. Show her more. Focus on her. What you've been doing to her is been dropping the ball and just kicking it under the rug. You show her off and say, here, we have her. Put her away. There needs to be a better way.
That is not the way.
So we move on with the show. And we see Kevin Owens back in the doctors. He gets attacked again by Jey Uso.
I had to preface this. So, once again, like, as always, if y'all like a long-time listener, you know his TV is faster than my TV. So he goes, he's back. He's back. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, Jimmy's back? No, it's Jay. Wait, no, Jay was there the whole time. No, I mean, he kicked his ass again. Okay. I had to put that joke in there because that was too funny not to mention on here.
Yeah, he was back. He came back.
Because I swear you meant Jimmy. Like, wait, what the fuck? Jimmy's in it?
No. Then we go out to the ring and we see Otis with Chad Gable. And he takes on Shinsuke Nakamura with Otis. Now, I'm not going to go on another vicious cycle of ranting again. But no, I'm not. Like, you have Nakamura. And I'm not even going to get into Cesaro because it's not the week to get into Cesaro because that's always next week. You have Nakamura. Nakamura came into WWE 2016 hottest fucking star. He debuted on Smackdown. Everybody was singing his theme song. He won the Royal Rumble. Everybody wanted him to win the WWE title. WrestleMania, they said, nope, we're not going to let him win the title. He literally fell directly off of a cliff, went down under the cliff, burned by lava, spit up, and disintegrated by an asteroid full of ice. He is fucking done. Like, you fucking destroyed a fucking great star. Like, it was literally him, Okada, and Tanahashi were the biggest stars in New Japan. He left and said, I'm going to WWE. Everybody thought he was going to be so great and be this biggest star. They had so much hope for him. And you're done. He fucking lost to Otis in 3 minutes. And I know you're going to say, well, they're trying to build Otis. They literally have Otis in a dumb gimmick where they're having him managed by Chad Gable, and Chad Gable is supposed to be building him up, which he's going to build him up and then betray him, and Chad Gable's going to get beat by Otis, which is not the way to build up Chad Gable. Like, you're giving Chad Gable this thing, and you're going to take it away from him because he's going to get beat by Otis, which once again goes back to the factor of you have somebody that's right there that is so fucking good, and you're going to do nothing with him. You're going to say, oh, well, they're using them on TV. No, I know where this ends, and I know how it ends for Chad Gable. Chad Gable, I wish you would quit and go to fucking AEW or fucking New Japan or fucking Ring of Honor. Wherever you go, I will support you. Leave. Fucking leave. Just fucking leave.
Another thing within that match, though, right? Remember the whole thing, I want to say it was last week, everybody was so upset. Oh, Keith Lee is going to the PC. Otis is going to the PC. So and so is going to the PC. So on and so forth, right? Everybody who they mentioned has been on TV. Otis actually won a match. Which out of everybody that they mentioned, not that I'm shitting on Otis, but out of everybody they mentioned, he's probably the worst. Not saying he's bad, but just Otis compared to Keith Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
but Mace won a match too. So just saying.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like they're winning matches. You know. Only reason Keith Lee lost his match is because I think it's going to evolve a storyline. You know, he's going to get frustrated and turn heel. That's the bigger picture, I think. Like, it's not no controversy.
Yeah.
They're not burying Keith Lee. I don't think.
No, the bigger picture is him winning the Royal Rumble. So that's already there.
Yeah, so that's another thing, another perspective I see in this. Like, I agree with you. Like, I like Otis, but like he shouldn't be beating like these top of the line people, you know? Maybe, but not right now. Nakamura should have been a star. Fucking, I almost called him Jason Jordan, which was another person that would have been a star here, right? But Gable is a younger Kurt Angle, not just because of the current gimmick. He's a legit fucking Olympic winner. Like, yeah, like the WWE does people dirty. See, people, we don't only shit on like other companies; we shit on WWE too.
No, this is a fucking total burial. I'm sorry. This is like we're not even done the show, but like I'm gonna explain some more burials.
Okay.
Like, but yeah, we're not done. We're not fucking done. So we had Sammy, and he's doing the Sammy Awards, which is like a knockoff of the Slammy Awards. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, WWE does like the little stupid shit. I don't have a problem with that. Like, Sammy had these awards, and beforehand, he went to go do something, and Big E stole the card, and Big E fixed the card. Well, Sammy's giving out the awards. He has 3 awards. He wins 2 of them. Big E wins the 3rd one. Big E comes out, accepts the award, and then he beats up Sammy. It's setting up a Intercontinental title match eventually. Makes perfect sense. Then we had a Bayley interview, which, once again, I've got enamored with Bayley. Bayley is a really, really good bad guy. I love her. Then she, with Bayley, pronouns pal, fought Bianca Belair, and they had one hell of a match. They had one fucking hell of a match. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome. And here's where I return to the burial of WWE. Dude, you have Bianca Belair. You're trying to build a star. She literally is a fucking new star. Something that WWE should be trying to do, build new stars. She's right there. She has the look. She has the aura. She can talk. She has the swag. She literally appeals to young girls. She has everything. Nothing wrong with Bayley. Like, once again, there's nothing wrong with Bayley. But Bayley is so good that Bayley needed to lose this. She has lost like 7 matches until now. Bayley losing this one more time, then getting angry and doing some Bayley shit and just beating the shit out of somebody. Like, she's good. Bayley's fine. You're building up Bianca Belair. You have her lose to the person who has been losing since August. Since August, Bayley has been losing regular matches, not title matches, regular matches on SmackDown. What happens? Bayley cheats, she wins, beats Bianca Belair. And if somebody comes to me and goes, well, it's going to be a story where, like, Bianca fucking beats her down the line. Like, dude, like that's like how you build up a star. It would work if Bayley had wins. If Bayley was winning non-title matches on SmackDown to build up to this, it would look great. It would be like, okay, well, Bayley is a winner. So Bianca beating her meant something eventually. No, Bayley lost the fuck. Dude, Bayley lost to Natalya last week in a fucking submission match. And it was like, it was one of the matches where everybody was like, dude, how the fuck did you, like, how did you lose to Natalya? Like, everybody else you lost to was like, it was a literal either distraction or it was a fucking just like a straight up one loss. But it was Natalya. Like, Natalya is a loser too. And Bayley lost again. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what is the point? And like, I even said it last week. I even think I said it on this podcast. They're building up Bianca versus Bayley. What was the point in Bayley losing to Natalya before she fought Bianca? It means nothing. And now Bayley beat Bianca. Now it totally means nothing. Both of them are just dust. It's like you did nothing. Like you advanced no storyline. Nothing. Like you did like a literal head-on collision and then went downward. Nothing was advanced. It didn't work. So this is another rant for me because we had Roman Reigns come out. Roman is talking and Roman is saying his things. Roman is talking really slow. Roman is Romaning. You know, he's saying what he's got to say to Kevin Owens' wife, you know, to the other people. Then Kevin Owens comes out. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns beat the living hell out of Kevin Owens for 10 minutes, buried him under metal tables and chairs. 10 minutes. They beat the living shit out of Kevin Owens, the number one contender to the Universal title. Beat the living shit out of him and buried him under metal. You're telling me Sunday I'm supposed to go in this going, you know what? Kevin Owens is winning. Bitch, the last thing I see is Roman Reigns standing high and Kevin Owens buried under some shit, I'm supposed to say, oh, this guy's definitely winning on Sunday. In the natural order of things,
definitely, like Kevin Owens would have been like losing, you know?
Yes, it fucking like in the WWE metrics, this part is supposed to be, oh, Kevin Owens got beat up. Oh, Kevin Owens is winning on Sunday. But you buried him so bad that even if he did win on Sunday, I would still be like, well, what the fuck did you bury him under shit for? Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, it makes no sense. Like, at least, like, let him fucking act like shit was all good. And if everybody, and I swear to God, if you motherfuckers go, well, he was sitting up after the match. Like, after he got buried, he got up and he sat in the chair and he told Roman, you're gonna have to kill me. Dude, it still looks bad. It still fucking looks bad. Like, I don't care if he gets up. It's fucking disgusting. Like, WWE is fucking horrible, and I see why everybody fucking buries their asses.
Like, I pointed out to you, like, he sounded like he was drunk the way he was talking. That's how fucked up.
Yeah. It fucking bothered me. In WWE, they did something where they're still in panic mode, and we're going to get to that in a minute. They're in such panic mode that they had Talking Smack on FS1. And they, all day, they promoted, The Rock's going to be on. The Rock's going to be on. The Rock's going to be on. Yeah, The Rock was on Talking Smack. Do you want to know Do you want to know what the fuck it was? It was taken from an actual interview for somebody else's podcast, Jay Glazer. His podcast. He interviewed The Rock. And they took an excerpt from that and put it on the show and said, oh, this is what we were talking about. This is The Rock interview. Bitch, what? You wanted ratings that bad that you fucking lied about it? That you fucking lied and said this was the thing? Like, you made us sit there and go, oh shit, this is The Rock's back. This is it. This was your plan. This was your plan. You're that fucked up for ratings, because we're about to get into that. But you're that fucked up for ratings that you advertise The Rock and say, he's here. He ain't there. He didn't talk to any of your guys. You're that fucked up for ratings. We're going to get into all of that, but that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Here's the thing about that, though. I personally would have given him a pass, right? If they kind of hinted at him versus Roman, you know? Like he said, oh, what do you think about your cousin? Fuck him. Like, I doubt he would literally say fuck him, but, you know, something along those lines, like, oh, I don't like what he's doing right now, or something like that, right? I didn't watch it. From what you told me, like, it was just his history, like how he became The Rock and whatnot. We all know that already. Like, there was no point of Smackdown having that interview.
Exactly.
It would have been a point if he mentioned Roman, but he didn't. So.
Not at all. So, what we're talking about the ratings is Raw did a record low, and from our description of Raw, we can see why it did a record low. It did a record low, and the network is furious. USA is fucking furious. They're like, yo, y'all need to do something. Now, I don't remember if we said it on this podcast earlier, but I think we might have mentioned it in passing. We probably did. If we didn't, we said it to each other. Vince wants to shake things up. And now USA is like, yo, you can make it more mature and like blood and violence, bring it back, like turn it up, like Attitude Era, but like not sexualizing the women, but like bring the Attitude Era, like do something. You need to do something. You need to reinvent yourselves. Like, you guys are losing. You got to fix this. You got to fix this.
So it would be Attitude Era-esque. Not all the way there, but something like it, right? According to them.
That's what they're suggesting. I'm literally just saying, please fucking tell a good story. Fucking keep it consistent. Stop fucking second guessing yourself. Stop the minute that you fucking think about something and say, fuck it up, JJ. Just fucking Vince, like fucking just fucking make concise, constructive stories. Like, bring shit together and just be like, all right, this is happening here. This is happening here. This means this. This means this. Okay, we're going with this. We're working with this person. We're doing this. We're pushing this guy. We're going to make this guy win. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Fuck. Like, just fuck.
Let me give you an example.
Fuck. Just be good.
Example, right? Impact Wrestling, TNA, right? They find that Attitude Era-esque shit, right? It worked for a minute. Because that's when Jeff Hardy turned heel. We liked it for a few months or whatever, right? But then when you had Pope cursing for no fucking reason, and like, you know, mind you, as much as we curse on this fucking podcast, like, I don't care about cursing, but when it's not necessary, it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Like, they were trying to be Attitude Era, but it wasn't working because they didn't have good storylines at the time. So, while having the Attitude Era back would be good, it's gonna suck if there's not a good story, regardless.
Yes.
Like, you can legit have Roman Reigns come on screen and say fuck AEW, and I wouldn't like it because what the hell was the point? Like, there was no story to that.
Exactly. Like, they need to fucking get this shit together. They need to get this shit together. Like, a good story will always fucking win. And I'm hopefully Raw will do that. Now, just to get into my own shit, because I've said this already on the podcast, and I want to say it was like a year ago. It was like a year ago that there was going to be a second NXT, and everybody, like, literally, I've had people just message me and go, "Yo, you said it was going to be a second NXT, nothing happened." Yeah, I told you in time, and then they go, "Oh, you were talking about the Japan thing. That's not happening because of Kobe." I was like, just fucking listen. That's not what I was talking about. I literally said a second show, a development show where everybody can go and they can develop their process like the old NXT, where USA can have their NXT, then we can have our NXT, which would have the development people, and they will grow and learn and become something. I literally said that on the podcast, and it is coming to fruition, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And that's going to be another show. It's going to be on the network. So yeah, like I said that, I worded that literally a year ago on this podcast, and everybody's like, not happening. Yeah, it happened. I wasn't joking. I knew what I was talking about.
Never doubt the viral viper.
Never. And so it's out there that Matt Riddle's contract is coming up in August, and WWE wants to do everything they can to keep him. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to keep Matt Riddle, WWE. Let him wrestle and let him be himself and let him have fun. Do that, he'll say, "Bro, I'm good here." Or the next thing you will hear is, "Bro, I'm all elite." Which one do you want? You figure it out. You have until August. Matter of fact, you don't have that long. You have until July to get him, to make him happy to where he wants to go. You know what, bro? I'm going to sign because I get more money and I get to have fun with my bros. Do that, you'll win. Also, let Matt Riddle wrestle. Like, I know he has the controversy of sleeping with the girl and cheating, and his wife is like deranged. Yeah, no, all of that. Besides that, and I know you guys are like, "Oh my God, you're just gonna brush aside sexual assault." Like, from everything I heard, it was like consensual, and it's like, no, just we're just gonna brush that off and just keep going. Let him wrestle. You have a star. It'll work out. Okay.
But allegedly, like, according to like a source, like a good friend of his, like, this whole like bro nuts thing, the Brody, like the Hardy Bros and all that, that's actually the way he talks and all that. That's really him. So I don't know. If this is indeed him and he's having fun, even though we don't like it, fuck it. He likes it. It's like Nakamura.
Like, that's the thing. I know he's not having fun because he's not wrestling. He's doing more backstage and just dumb stuff. Vince thinks it's fucking funny, but like, he's not wrestling and he's not getting pushed. He's not winning titles. Shit that he wants to do. He wants to have exciting matches.
Yeah, definitely that.
That's one. Yeah, that's like one part that Vince keeps forgetting. Wrestlers want to wrestle. They want to get in a ring and show their craft, show what they can do, and just show the world, hey, we can wrestle.
Brody Lee left.
Yes, and I know people are like, well, of course AEW does that. AEW does that. Dude, like, there's literally a bunch of cracks in AEW's material, and the more you keep saying, well, AEW does that, you're going to realize they have cracks in their material when they start showing more sports entertainment flaws. Like, don't keep saying, oh, they definitely do. No, they don't. It is starting to show, and you aren't peeping it. When you peep it, you're going to be like, oh, they're not all that they say they are and cracked up to be. Everybody has flaws. This shit show that we're reviewing, WWE, it has way more flaws than it has good. Not even lying. And I know there's people out there is like, yo, why do you watch the product if you're gonna bitch and complain about it? You find joy in the shittiest shit. There are women out there who are dating ugly fucking ass men. Gorgeous women are dating ugly fucking ass men because they have great personalities and they can make them laugh. That's what WWE is.
That's a good fucking analogy, actually.
Yes. And AEW is that really hot girl with that fucking fucked up attitude, and she has that annoying ass laugh where you're with her and you start talking to her and you're like, yo, you're cute. And she says the most fucked up thing, and then she has this goofy ass laugh for a hot girl, and you're like, ooh, like you just brought your attractiveness way down. You know those type of girls. You have met those girls and like have the most worst personality traits. They are just horrible people in the inside, and it's something about them that just like repels you, and you're like, yo, you're so gorgeous, but like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like
that's AEW. Like, that's AEW. The really hot girl with everything wrong with her. And WWE is like the ugly dude with a good personality and sense of humor. Perfect analogy.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yes. So, hey, you want to know that Roman Reigns' stuff is getting written by Paul Heyman?
Oh, who would have thought?
Apparently not the fucking internet, because they're like, oh my god, Paul Heyman's writing this stuff. And it's like, bitch, what the fuck have you been fucking listening to?
Yeah,
and wait, writer. Before I get the misogynist and the women's rights people going, hey, you keep saying bitch. Listen, reason I say bitch is not a derogatory word to woman. It is literally just a word that I say to just, it's like an explanation or a punctuation to my words. Bitch. Like, bitch. Like, bitch. Like, bitch.
It's like the whole Twitch that we were talking
bitch.
About earlier in the podcast with the simp, virgin, and all the bullshit. Some of these are just words. Depends how you use it.
Yes.
Like if I say like, bitch, I'm watching a fucking podcast. I'm listening to a fucking podcast right now. I'm not saying anything bad to you, correct?
Correct.
But if I be like, Vic, you're nothing but a bitch, then I'm insulting you.
Yes.
Context is key.
Yes. So, the thing that you wanted to talk about, the dude in wrestling and acknowledging.
Oh, so you want me to bring it up? Okay.
Yeah.
I forget his name. It was Corey something, right? He is, I want to say, the lead singer to Slipknot. Apparently he's a big wrestling fan and a Star Wars fan, ironically enough, since we brought up Mandalorian and all, right? And like, you probably could explain better to me, because that's why I let you talk mostly, because you're better at explaining shit than me. But verbatim, like, he basically blamed us, and what I mean by us is like podcasters and people who like look behind the curtain for like how bad wrestling is right now, and how bad like Star Wars is. And like verbatim what he said, right?
Like I'm gonna give you the exact analogy of what he said. I'm going to give you the exact analogy of what he said, and I'm going to go on a defensive rant, but also I see where he's coming from.
No, I see where he's coming from, and I 100% agree with what he said, even though I feel kind of violated.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not, because I literally seen 1,000 hypocrites agree with what he said. Yo, I 100% agree. Bitch, you just fucking posted. Yo, if WWE does this, I read the spoiler, if they do this, whoa, you just said you agree with the fuck he said, and you just, all right. Okay. So he said, different fandoms are bad, but wrestling fans are the worst. He said, when Goldberg fought Brock Lesnar, everybody knew they were leaving, and everybody booed them. Now, I remember it very differently. Everybody in that building, that whole entire building, knew they were leaving. The problem was the two guys in the ring, and they even admitted, they both fucking admitted it. When they got in the ring, because they knew this was their last match and they were gone, they didn't give a fuck. They give zero fucks. They literally even said in the match, oh, I don't give a fuck. They didn't care. They got in the ring and they didn't wrestle like they cared. They didn't care. And if you say, oh, they were booing before that, a wrestler turns the match around. A wrestler dictates the pace of the fans. Wrestlers dictate the pace of the fans. What they did was not dictate the pace. They did nothing. They literally said, fuck it. We're going out there. We're leaving. We don't give a shit. That's why Stone Cold stunned both of them. You can't tell me that we, the fans, sat there and booed the shit out of them because of this match. We booed because they were leaving. Yes, true. But if they fucking felt like being real professional wrestlers at the time, they could have put on a show and everybody in that fucking building would have stood up and clapped, gave them a send-off and said, thank you, Goldberg. Thank you, Lesnar. They literally would have done that. But they themselves, at the height of fucking wrestling, said, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to fucking be here. Fuck this. That's exactly what happened. So you can't tell me that was a reason. You cannot tell me that was a reason. That is fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit and revisionist history. You literally revised it to set your tone for what you wanted to say. You took a piece out of history and said, you know what? This is it. This is the one right here where everybody said, you revised it to reflect your vision. Bitch, you are wrong. You are wrong because there were other circumstances that turned the crowd against that. Don't come at us with the bullshit. If you wanted to give a perfect example, give a good example. What you gave us was a horrible example because there were other extenuating circumstances that made that match bad. Shall I continue?
Go on.
So he basically said that what else he said is the fans want to know so much. They want to know what's going on. They want to peek behind the curtain. And because they want to peek behind the curtain, they're spoiling everything for themselves and they're making stuff bad. It's okay. Some people do want to look behind the curtain and some people do want to know what's going on. Some people actually don't care about spoilers, and spoilers enhance their watching of wrestling
sometimes.
And it's yeah, and he basically said just because of stuff like that, they're ruining the wrestling business, and wrestling is worse today because people want to know behind the scenes. And I've heard this so many times. About people wanting to know what's going on, what's going to happen, what's the story, what's breaking, what's Vince thinking, what's this, what's that. There's so many people out there that literally just sit on the internet and do that. I myself am included in that. And it does not take away what happens in that ring. I've said this time and time again. I can know the finish of every match. I can know the story, why this finish, why this is happening. I can know everything. The people in the ring make me fucking fall in love with a match. They make me fall in love with a match. It's not fucking hard. It is not fucking hard. I'll give you an example, and I'm not even gonna go into like how cool and great this match was with a whole backstory. I'm just gonna give you an example of a match in Japan. It was a match in New Japan, Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado. Now, everybody knew going into this match, oh, Hiromu is going to win. Everybody knew exactly Hiromu was going to win. There was no other way. I watched the match. The match was so good and compelling. I just sat there on the edge of my seat going, oh my God, this is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. I knew Hiromu was going to win, and I knew Despy was going to lose. Still, it drugged me in. It fucking drugged me in, and it had me watch it. I don't go back and watch matches right after they happen. I just watch it, go on with my day. Great match, processed it. I said, no. I'm going to watch that match again because that match was so good. It did not taint how great the match is. That match is literally in my match of the year candidate because it was so fucking good. And I knew the outcome heading into the fucking match because maybe I did look behind the scenes. Maybe I did look in the backstage. Maybe I did find out what was going to happen. But you know what? I fucking enjoyed the match because I'm a fucking wrestling fan and wrestlers make me feel things.
Can I counter that point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Because you're talking about matches and whatever, right? Like people leaving and yada yada, right? I'm gonna give you another example that kind of bothered me because I'm on the reverse. Like I kind of agree with the guy because I really don't like looking behind the scenes or whatever, right? I've said that before in the podcast. Mm-hmm. For example, a recent thing, this Keith Lee thing. Oh, they buried him and whatever. You know what I mean? Fans like taking something some podcaster said and like going like that shit crazy with that shit. I don't like that type of thing, and that takes me out of the moment. It's for real, he's going heel. That's you know what I mean? That's it. Like I don't have to like look behind the curtain to know that's what the game plan, you know? But like the bullshit with these fans, whatever, oh, this is happening, oh, that's happening. Remember like a while ago, it was these I'm not gonna say exactly what they were. I'm gonna call them podcasters just to like save face and whatever. Like I'm not gonna be a dick. They were saying, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, like that feud got canceled, and here we are. You know? That shit kind of takes me out of it, where like the fans actually anger me and kind of like make me not want to watch wrestling anymore, you know. And I've been kind of in like a crossroads with that, like, you know what I mean? Like it's to a certain point. Like I'm being totally like transparent, honest with you. I haven't discussed this off the podcast, right? I feel like I'm only watching wrestling because like it's work. Like. They're kind of taking my enjoyment of it. Like the only thing I'm really enjoying that they haven't really ruined for me is NXT.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna agree with you on the fans do actually take my enjoyment, but it's not for that reason of the oh my god spoiler thing. It's because of I'm tired of the AEW fans saying they're wrestling fans and not enjoying WWE, sifting through the bullshit. That's what bothers me, and the reason it bothers me because it grows and grows to a point where I get angry trying to defend it, and then when I try to defend it, everybody goes, oh, you just like you're just a fucking sucker. You don't like AEW. No, I don't like it because you motherfuckers don't fucking understand. If you're a wrestling fan, you fucking like wrestling. Fucking not WWE isn't always good, but there are fucking matches on the show where you go, oh my god, this is good. The Bianca Belair Bayley match, fucking Bayley won, but the match was good. Like, I'm angry at the outcome. I'm happy at the match. It's two different things, and people fucking just go with the outcome and just go with the shit. The fucking anger that I have with the outcome, they translated to the match was garbage. The match was good. This is what I don't understand. This is what bothers me with fucking wrestling fans. Don't fucking play this team sports bullshit where you're fucking going, oh, my team is this and fuck the other side. That's not how it works. If we're in this together and we're in a fucking community, we're all working for something. This is not Democrat Republican bullshit. This is not fucking New York Mets and New York Giants. It is not. It's not that. It's not team sports. It's not team sports. It's not that fucking shit. We're all in this together. We are a fucking minority of fans. Like, there are people literally sitting on the outside saying fucking wrestling fans are so stupid. And we are fucking arguing amongst ourselves, trying to kill ourselves off because we are so stupid to see we are all in the same fucking boat, loving the same fucking thing, but we're being stupid about it. And that's what bothers me, because you're being stupid instead of saying, hey, this isn't for me, but I like wrestling, so I'm watching it because I want to see wrestlers wrestle. That's the problem. We're a wrestling community and you're fucking playing team sports. Save that shit for the fucking NFL, for politics and some other bullshit. We have to be together on this, and we are not together. And that's what fucking irritates me with the AEW fans. They stand on the side and say, this is my team. Fuck the other side. Fuck that. We're together.
I'll give an example, right? And I told you about this earlier, right? So, randomly, right? For those of you that don't know, I bought a new TV. It's a smart TV. So, my old TV, I had it set up with like all the wrestling channels and whatever, right? So I had to like refine them, like FS1, which Smackdown was on today and whatever, because I don't remember the channel. So my new TV has a remote, like a microphone on it. So I clearly just did in it wrestling, so it'll find them off for me because I felt lazy, right? I found Ring of Honor and OVW on it too. I have not watched Ring of Honor for years. I'm like, hey, fuck it, let me try it, right? Notice we don't talk about Ring of Honor on this podcast, right? But I found myself enjoying it, All wrestling is good. You just gotta find the silver lining and everything. We talk good about AEW, Notice we don't ever shit on AEW. We just shit on the fans.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, it's not called the WWE community. It's not called the AEW community. It's not even, as good as it is, it's not even called the New Japan Pro Wrestling community. It's called the wrestling community. Yeah. We should all come together, Like, you could create, I tweeted this the other day, right? There's a difference between constructive criticism and bitching. Like, if you don't like something, just don't watch it. Don't speak about it. Simple as that. But people choose to bitch and complain about something they claim they don't watch. And I'm doing quotation marks for those that don't know.
Before we end that part, he also came at the Star Wars fandom and said Star Wars fans is like the bitch. Like, they even bitch about fucking Solo movie. They say it's garbage. Listen, as a Star Wars fan who's been a Star Wars fan forever, I am a Star Wars fan. The reason Star Wars fans bitch, and I know he's saying this as a Star Wars fan, and I don't know his level of fandom, but the reason Star Wars fans actually bitch is because there is a literal story, a real story that has been written and that was always written. This story was written before Disney got it. The story existed. Star Wars existed with a whole universe. With a whole universe and galaxy of shit that happened to certain people, that happened to this one and that one. When you come and try to tell a different story from the one that is already etched in stone and laid down, and you say, oh, this is our work, you think that somebody's not going to get mad when you're changing the exact history of something that already exists? And then you're going to say, well, this part right here doesn't exist, but our stuff exists. Wait, no, so you're just going to tell me the stuff that existed before this one part, like the stuff that we've grew up on, this one part exists, but everything else after that doesn't exist? Yeah, no, it doesn't exist. How? Like, you literally have years to explain all of this stuff. What are you talking about? Well, it doesn't exist. That's why we're mad at Disney. Like, they just totally wiped it out of existence. Right now, they're rewriting it into existence and creating the perfect balance. They're doing that. That's why real Star Wars fans were mad, because you wrote out an existence that existed. You took something out of existence. Like, you literally blew it up and said, hey, we're doing stuff our way. How do you live in a world where a franchise just gets its fucking soul just taken out of it and goes, no, this is the new soul? That's not how things work. And if you were a true Star Wars fan, you would be angry. Yes, you would be like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. But then when you give it a chance, you're like, but something's missing. Something's missing. You realize something is missing. Once they start filling in the blanks with the stuff that was already there, if they would have just left and said, hey, we're going to leave this stuff in, and then we're just going to go from there. You know how happy everybody would have been? The literal Star Wars fandom would have just been, yes, Disney. Literally just stood up and all said, yes, Disney. No one would blink an eye, bat an eye, say anything, because we would have just said, yes. That's the problem. It's not because, oh, they changed a little something in your history. No, it literally exists. It's on paper. It's printed. It exists. Don't fucking wipe it out.
I didn't watch Solo, so I can't speak on that. So.
It's fine.
It was a movie around that same time that I didn't like. I forget the name of it. We both discussed it.
Rogue One.
Yeah. That one I didn't.
Yeah. Like, Rogue One has one of the greatest scenes in history. And everybody that said Rogue One is garbage, everybody's like, oh, Rogue One is good. Rogue One sucks. It sucks. It's one scene that every Star Wars fan in existence agree on and say, yo, this is one of the best scenes ever in Rogue One. It literally says to every Star Wars fan, you ask them, yo, what's your favorite scene? Oh, the scene out of Rogue One. Like, so everybody that has been saying, oh, Rogue One sucks, there's one scene in there that literally justifies the whole entire show. And that is the Vader hallway scene. Justified. Literally justified.
Okay. I'll probably have to rewatch that movie then.
Yes. And just for that scene alone stands out for the hardcore Star Wars fan. Literally, like, that scene was so fucking awesome. I mean, it has some competition now, but that scene stood alone. It literally stood alone for years. Right now, it has some competition where everybody's like, you know what? It's like, that's 1A, and then this other scene is 1B. Like, it's 1A, 1B. That's how it is.
Like, to be totally honest with you, I never watched the whole movie because I fell asleep like what, a few minutes in. So yeah, maybe I do gotta give it a second chance.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a boring movie, and it took me probably 4 times to watch it because yes, I fell asleep on it a couple times, but it took me about 4 times to watch it. And once I got through it, I was like, oh, it's not a bad movie. It's pretty okay.
Watch that shit with some coffee or something like that. That way I'm able to watch it. And then I see the scene that you're talking about.
Yeah. Greatest scene ever.
I take your word for it. Because just like wrestling, you're the bigger Star Wars fan. So.
Yes, wait, you're calling me the bigger wrestling fan?
I mean, in essence, yeah, because you know more than I do. So, you know?
Look, you might love wrestling more than I do. How about that?
Maybe. That's probably why I'm so angry and jaded by the fucking fans. So, maybe that is a thing.
See?
Like, legit, the only reason I don't quit watching is because of the podcast. Because legit, like, you named this podcast, We Are Wrestling. Because legit, we are wrestling. That's all we ever really talked about. We met because of wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, my love of wrestling defeats the fucking, like, I have no other word for them but marks and whatever. WWE marks,
I mean,
whatever the fuck, you know?
If you want to call them marks, I don't like the word marks because, like, it's supposed to be a derogatory term, and, like, everybody that uses it derogatorily. And I would say, oh, you know what? We could take this back. But I don't even want to take it back because I don't see any good value in it. So I just call them fans. Just call them what they are. Call them hardcore.
With that, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you said it's derogatory, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean it derogatory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean nothing good about it. That's why. Like, I mean it the way it's supposed to be used.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just don't like the word.
No, I understand your point, but you know, like, I'm actually like, coming at their neck for that, you know, because people like that don't deserve the time of day, whatever, you know, they don't deserve to be nice too,
yeah,
or like sugarcoat it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could like go all out and call them dickheads, but you know.
I mean, you could.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I really don't like looking backstage like that. Like, I'm not like, oh, it's gonna ruin it for me, whatever. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I have no problem looking backstage. I have no problem looking for spoilers of finding out what's happening. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem because it's not going to ruin the enjoyment for me. Because if the person doesn't put on a good match, that's a problem. That's on them. But if you put on a good match and you tell a good story in the ring, I don't give a fuck what I know is happening. I fall in love. I fucking fall in love with a match because you put your heart and soul into it. Like, that is the thing. If a wrestler wrestles their ass off and put their heart and soul in the match, no matter fucking what, I love it. I love it. It fucking turns me on. Like, and I know you're like, ew, sexually. Sometimes it does turn me on sexually. It literally turns me the fuck on. It's like, ooh, this is so good. Like, fuck, like sometimes I fucking watch NXT and just be like, ooh, it's so good.
Like, I'll get
like, I'm not even gonna
though, right? We knew for a while, fucking FTR was supposed to face the Bucks, right? Like, it was supposed to be the match, the fucking match, and someone wasn't into it. So the fact that a particular team wasn't in it, like, I shit on the team enough, so I'm not gonna like do it, right? The fact that the team wasn't in it, like, it made the fucking match not as great as it should have been.
No, I'm gonna tell you an exact opposite. Yeah. Like when FTR fought Kenny and Hangman, we knew FTR was winning. We was like, yo, they're winning. We know the story. We was like, all right, they're gonna win.
Yep.
That match was fucking awesome. Like at the end of that match, I was like, yo, I don't want Hangman and Kenny to break up. This is so fucking good. Like they're so good as a tag team. And they were, it was so fucking good. Like it was so good. Like we knew the outcome. Still, it was so good. Like it's because they got in there and they cared and Hangman. We knew Kenny was winning. We knew the story. We even put the story together. That match was so fucking good. It was so good. And I'm just like, yo. Kenny and Hangman. Oh my God, it was so good. It was one of them. Oh my God, it was so good. It just, see, it's the wrestlers. When wrestlers wrestle, it doesn't matter if you know what's happening.
No, either way, like from what I said and what you said, it proved your point. Like it's the wrestlers, because like if they're into it, it's good. But if they're not into it,
yes,
not great.
Just like sex. Pretty
much.
If your partner's not into it, it ain't good. You guys both know the outcome. Somebody's gonna nut. But if you're both not into it, you won't enjoy it. It's just like that.
You probably won't.
Exactly. You both have to enjoy it. Man.
Speaking of all that, right? Like cutting and coom and all that. Let's talk about the G1 climax. Just kidding. It is like climax fit in that shit.
What the fuck?
That remind me of years ago.
Luke Gallows.
I know we're going to fucking tangent. Luke Gallows. He said, "We're gonna climax all over you." Some shit like that.
It was so fucking funny. He's a funny guy. He's a really funny guy.
Yeah. Too bad he can't do that anywhere else.
No, but
do that in AEW.
Like it wouldn't make sense because there's no G1 climax there.
Well, yeah.
But man, yeah. So yeah, guys. Any other news?
Nothing. We're gonna climax all over the fans later, but
listen. I know some of you actually have reached out to get climaxed on. It will happen once COVID is over. We'll definitely climax on you guys. But you know what?
No comment.
Well, there's no comment because, like, the only thing I could say is